Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Emit One. I'm Tyson Honecker, and today we are talking about the newest installment in the Creed Rocky franchise, and that is, of course, Creed 3. It is out in theaters now. We're going to talk about that and Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut here on Emit One. Now, Creed 3, of course, stars Michael B. Jordan back as Adonis Creed, Tessa Thompson, his wife Bianca Creed, and Jonathan Majors, the new cast member here in this franchise, is playing Damian Dame Anderson. Brilliant addition, adding Jonathan Majors. He is having quite the year. Now, this story, we see this film take place right after Adonis, he announces his retirement. He's done from the world of boxing, and we see him as a father in this film. We see him balancing that family life and post-boxing life and the struggle that can come with that. And that struggle only gets more difficult right when Adonis meets up with his old friend Dame from his past. Now, we see right away that time has not been great to Dame and that Adonis feels the weight of responsibility for that. And because we see there has been a conflict between these two characters from when they were growing up together in the group home that changed the direction of these two individuals. And we see that being the core of this film. It is a very different approach, I think, to a Creed/Rocky movie, which I appreciated. Now, what I want to get into right away is Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut. I think this was phenomenal. I think Michael B. Jordan has set himself up quite nicely here as a pretty prominent director. He made some very stylistic choices that have differed from the past Creed movies that really worked for me, especially in the fight sequences. Now, the fight choreography is brilliant, and how some of the fight scenes were done, there were some visual effects components, and there were also some changes. For one example, in the final fight between Adonis and Dame, there is no crowd at all for part of it. It is just them fighting it out, and this goes on for, I'd say, a couple minutes, and it's as the rounds are going on, but it's just them in the ring, nobody else, and it's silent all around them, and that got me on the edge of my seat. It was very dramatic. It is very impactful, I would say, for me as an audience member watching that. It was a different stylistic choice from where these Creed movies usually go with the final fight at the end, and it worked great for me. It definitely won't work great for everybody, especially people who are maybe more of a traditionalist when it comes to the finale of boxing movies when there's the big fights. It may not work for you, but for me, I think it was just different, and I think it worked, and it was something this franchise needed to stand out. So I definitely praise Michael B. Jordan as a director in this movie. Phenomenal job from him, and I am excited to see what his next project will be with him as a director. Now, Jonathan Majors killed it in this role for sure. I think his character, Dame, we love him, we hate him. It's a great, complex character, and Jonathan Majors, of course, knocks it out of the park. He is having quite the year here in 2023. And if there is a Creed 4, I don't know if there will be, but if there is, I would be interested to see this character return, as he is an important fraction of Adonis Creed's life. Now, another standout here is the family component of the Creeds. We see that Amara Creed, the daughter of Adonis and Bianca, she is deaf in this film, and sign language is a huge component in this movie. And I think that's very important to not only the film itself, but to the industry, to make deaf actresses and sign language more of a constant in films. It is very important, and I think they did it beautifully here. The execution was brilliant, and Wood Harris as Duke, I want to point out, is one of the standouts from this film. I think that his character, he will always be the one to tell Adonis what he thinks. And in this movie, he conveys that so well. He's basically us as an audience member, I feel like. What he felt was what I was feeling while watching this movie. So I really resonated with his character and where they took the relationship of Duke and Adonis. I thought it was made brilliantly. So overall, this film definitely worked for me, but I got to give this one a 9 out of 10. It definitely worked. It's up there with the first movie for me. I have to go back and revisit the first Creed, but I do think it surpasses the second Creed film. A definitely welcomed addition to the franchise. Now, like I said, will they continue for a Creed 4 with possibly Amara being the third generational Creed to take on the world of boxing? It will definitely be interesting to see, but I want to know what you guys thought of Creed 3 down below in the comments section. Like I said, this film was brilliant. It worked for me. 9 out of 10. Applaud Michael B. Jordan for his work not only as a actor, but as a director on this film. So, Creed 3, have you seen it? What are your thoughts? And until next time, guys, I'm Tyson Honecker, and I'll catch you on the next one.